Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Witcher 2. So we got 2 quests last time that we are working on. We are going to be doing both of them, but we got to do them in the proper order so that they don't fail each other. That was weird. Why is my journal not opening? Oh, okay. Everything broke. Let me restart the recording real quick. I think everything's working now. Yeah, everything's working now. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, we are going to continue with the messenger because if we do this quest first, we don't fail the other one. I believe if we do the other one first, though, it may mess with this one. So we're going to do them in order. The messenger, then Pacta, Secunda, whatever the thing is. Anyways.
Ready?
Talk to the messenger. Yeah, let's go. So we follow the messenger, or follow Aldrich, rather. He's going to take us out here.
It's you!
It's me! I have a feeling people are going to harass us. You know, as is usual.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What's uh-oh? What's uh-oh?
Where's Lash? Patience, mate. They should be here any minute.
Uh-huh.
I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Alright, well, we follow them.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Oh. They noticed me. I don't think there's any way not to get noticed here. Hello? Game? What's going on? The game just stopped. What is going on?
Stop him.
Okay, so this is actually post-commentary
Stop
because
there,
for whatever
white
reason
one.
my audio
What if
didn't
I
record.
Then I'll fucking help you.
But
I'd like to see you try.
yeah,
Consider it done.
these guys turn around, try to kill us. But again, we have a big stick that we could just take out and smack them with. Give them a good smacking. God, this thing is so amazing. Like it's kind of just like phenomenal. Makes quick work with them. So we follow this dude through to the main courtyard. And in the main courtyard, of course he's going to have more people waiting for us.
That's the one. Kill him.
And this time they're Nilfgaardian. So, yay, we get to kill more Nilfgaardian soldiers. Deflect some arrows. Set them all on fire, you know. Maybe do a little bit of ice damage or something, depending on how the staff wants to go. I mean, look at that. Just insane. Killing machine. I don't know how that guy blocked me there. I think that was a fluke of some sort. Kill that guy. And we're all done here. Unfortunately, like, these guys don't really drop anything, so we just kind of follow after the guy into the last area, where something interesting is going to happen. Essentially, this part of the fight, you have to do something very specific, and I couldn't figure it out for a while.
You shall die. Here and now.
Also, his lips don't move when he's talking. So he will continuously try to do little, like, ground explosions at you. So we're just going to dodge all of those, but as soon as you get close to him, he's just going to teleport away. And there's not really much you can do about it. I thought at first, like, oh, he's going to teleport and, like, end up in one place specific. But, he just sort of follows this pattern of where he ends up going. And it's never ending. Like, here I am, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to figure out, and then I realize, like, oh, this is the pattern. Like, there's no new area that he's going to. And so, in order to actually do it properly, you have to figure out a way to trap him. And so I'm looking at this, and I'm like, okay, redo Queen, because we ran out, and then I accidentally hit it again, and I'm like, oh crap, because I wanted to use Yrden and set a trap, and then I'm like, oh no, I used up all of my magic, and so I'm like running around like an idiot here, trying to figure out exactly how I'm gonna trap this guy, because I'm like, oh crap, okay, so I don't have my magic to throw down and create a Yrden thing. So I'm like, okay, what can we possibly do in order to actually trap him in a location? Because Yrden would have been the way to do this, but obviously that's not a problem, or that's not an option for us right now, just because our magic has gone. So I'm like, okay, well, we've got a couple of traps. We can try and set one of those up. I set one up here in the corner where he was just standing. Cool. And we're gonna make him try and get into that corner. And I was like, oh god, does his explosion set off the trap? No, it doesn't look like it? Okay, that's fine. So we get him to teleport a couple of times. I look over, and he is right next to it. Well, actually, he was actually inside of the trap, but didn't set it off. So I'm pretty sure you can't use actual physical traps with this guy. You have to use Yrden. So you just have to wait for it to recharge. And now we have it. Set it up in the corner there. We know he's going to go to that spot specifically. So we're just going to make him teleport a few times so that he goes into that spot. And then he goes in, gets trapped. He can't do anything. And we're just going to beat him with our big stick. He explodes into a bunch of pieces. Yay! And his corpse flies all over the place, so we have to search it. We get the papers, and we complete the quest. And then I spend a couple of seconds trying to figure out how to actually pick up this trap, because I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And then I arm it again like an idiot, and then I'm like, oh, wait, no, I have to disarm it, then collect it, because it's a different button to collect it, and the whole thing. Anyway, there. We got our trap back, and we defeated the mage, who, again, is really annoying with running around, but we didn't take any damage in that fight because it's actually really easy. So we got a couple of things. One, we never read the falsified orders. Honorable sir, I'm the last man who would tell others how to do their job, knowing even less about leading convoys than the carpentry, and I hasten to inform you that I deal with wooden items only in the privy. However, in the safety of Foltest's children and mine, I must warn you that and suggest a change to your course. The original route proved to be very dangerous and ridden with brigands, a fact that we, traveling ahead of you on the trail, experienced personally. Constable Natalis himself was wounded by a treacherous arrow. Due to the importance of those in your care and the responsibility resting on your shoulders, I suggest you travel through Starling Valley, rest at the local tavern, and then follow Old Trail, which was Foltest successfully rid of robbers in this time. Remember, should anything happen to those in your care, the blood shall be on your hands. Kimbolt. So this is the falsified letter that we revealed last time. We just never read it. And then the correspondence from Marivel. Your Excellency, I'm happy to report that Anais, Foltest's bastard daughter, has been handed over to the Kedwenis in Your Excellency's name, as per our agreement. The girl is now under the sorcerer Deathmold's care, and he appeared to be more than pleased with the gift. I trust that since I have concluded my end of the matter, I can now speak swift closure thereof on Your Excellency's part. Sadly, not all went as planned. Foltest's bastard son Boosie perished through a series of unfortunate coincidences. Yet when dealing with such complex situations rife with unforeseen circumstances, one must be prepared to risk certain losses. I mourn for the lad, yet I trust Your Excellency will soon see the advantages of this turn of events. Besides, can one really expect a cheap fate? Your Excellency's faithful servant, Count Marivel. So, Marivel has basically admitted in this one letter that he set them up to be kidnapped. And during the kidnapping, Boosie died. So, Marivel is directly responsible for killing Boosie, and directly responsible for kidnapping Anais and handing her over to Deathmold. So that's not a good thing. Clearly a traitor. We should probably report that to John Natalis and Kimbolt, because Kimbolt's the one who was asking about it. Although I guess we could report it to Kimbolt, but, you know, we could also just tell Natalis, because he's the only person that seems to be on the up and up, really. And now we are going to go talk to Count Marivel, because the second quest that we got, the Pacta Sunt Servanda, oh, and the dog's still there, you actually can still complete it while having completed the messenger. So even though we know Count Marivel is a terrible person, we can actually still complete the other one, because the way that this works is that completing one of these quests gets you half of the truth. if you want to know the whole truth, you obviously have to complete all of it. And here I am realizing that I'm going in the complete opposite direction of where I needed to go. And I'm like, wait a minute, where the heck is Count Marivelle? So yeah, if you want the actual whole truth of everything, you'll need to do both of these quests. I don't know if doing them in the opposite order, like if you do Pacta Sunt Servanda first and then the Messenger, if you can still do them that way. I'm pretty sure you can, though. Like, it wouldn't really matter which order you did them in, but I just know that this one for sure would work for me from having looked things up, so this is the order I did them in.
What do you want here?
My god, I really am just like wandering everywhere. Although I think we stopped by... Nope, no we don't. Never mind. I was, for a second there, I was like, oh, do we stop by and like upgrade some stuff? I guess that's later in the episode. Spoiler. And down here, Roche is just hanging out. So what we're gonna do, once I finally figure out where the heck I'm going, is go through this door. And this is where Count Marivelle hangs out. So we gotta talk to him. And a couple of things here. We can talk about Brigida.
Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
Oh god.
Excuse me.
Fruit witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior. That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man of your experience surely understands what I mean.
So you admit you know her well?
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbolt learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roach has told you all.
I'm not sure why my audio stopped there. I just noticed it, so I guess there was post-commentary there for a while. What about Roach?
Commander Roach can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roach rogered our dear Brigida just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
He'll be interested to hear what you had to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Interesting.
Brigida used Baron Kimbolt?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher.
Interesting. Well, we could accuse him. I don't know if that'll go over well, but we can try.
Fool, I find no other term for you. Did you think I could let you go with that information? I truly regret it had to end this way.
Witcher?
Forgive me, Count. I lost my train of thought. I'd like to talk.
Yeah, so if you want to accuse them, Geralt will think better of it, because he's like, I'm gonna die if I do this right here.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher. It would not hurt you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbolt's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
And you want to share it because...
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic. Ultimately, we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
Huh.
You can talk, Count. I'll grant you that. But I'm not convinced you can be trusted. Baron Kimbold also offered me the chance to learn a certain truth. I don't think I need to say who about.
And you are certain that Kimbold can be trusted?
So far, all the Baron's words have proved true.
Well, then I merely ask that you verify mine. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbold has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean. Ran into him in Kimbold's quarters.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Alright, well. Let's go find the blackmailers. Protect them from whatever's going to happen to them. I believe that they're over at the amphitheater. We just have to head this way. Look at all these people. Bustling about. Doing nothing really, I guess, actually. I kind of love the way we look. We've got the best armor in the game at this point. We've got the best weapons in the game at this point. Pretty much a done deal for the end of the game. Hello there.
What do you want?
I saw you talking to Kimbold.
I'm free to go where I please and talk to whoever I please.
Couldn't agree more. Now you're here and you'll talk to me. I'm interested in the Baron.
I've naught to say to you.
Not good, because I need to know everything you know about him.
Baron Kimbold sends his regards. Oh, just what we needed. Leave us, Witcher.
Since when does a Witcher take orders from a huntsman?
Since that Witcher stopped hunting monsters and started poking his nose into others' affairs.
Sometimes the stench is so strong you can't help but catch a whiff.
Aye, well spoken. You've some common stinking thugs here, and I'm to teach them some humility. A ponce like you? Pucker up and kiss my arse, you fucking tulip.
Yeah, so you either leave them alone, or you tell them leave them alone, or let me get out of your way. We want to protect them, because we want to learn the truth.
These folk have nothing to say to you, understand?
I'll be the judge of that.
Lend us a hand, Witcher. You'll not regret it.
I'll need to know everything about Kimbold.
God, this is shit! Enough of your jabbering! Kill them all!
Wrong choice, buddy. No, I keep... Oh, my God. Alright. There we go. Oh, yeah. Look at this stupid weapon. God, I love this thing. Oh, you didn't die. Oh, you... Die already. God, my big stick. I love it.
Thanks, Witcher. We'd be corpses if not for you.
Yeah, seems likely. Now don't make me regret helping you.
You're welcome to all we know about Kimbold.
I'm all ears.
We came here to collect our fee, me and me brothers, for a favour we did the Baron.
What did you do for him?
Spent 4 days in a forest, sitting on our asses.
Baron Kimbold wanted to pay you for that?
Course not. We was to destroy some wagons in a caravan that was to pass through Millville. Problem is, caravan never came round.
I can see why you're having trouble collecting.
Kimbold had shite information. How is that our fault? That bugger lost us a right lot of time. And you know what they say, time is coin.
What exactly were your orders?
We was to watch the high road for a caravan carrying nobles. 2 coloured wagons and a small escort. The wagons, they was ours. All inside was to perish.
Any idea who was supposed to be in the wagons?
2 high-born young'uns and their nannies. That's all the Baron told us.
Willing to tell Natalis all this?
I'm to fess up. They draw and quarter me.
You didn't do anything. Took a job, that's it. They can't prove you actually wanted to complete it. If you refuse, Kimbold wins. He'll squirm his way out of this, but it won't end there. The Baron's got gold enough to hunt you till he hunts you down.
Not likely. I'll see them tear stripes off his back with hot pincers. All right, I'll talk to Natalis.
Okay, then. So, both of the nobles tried to kill them all. Kimbold was going to kill them on the original route. Then the papers came through from Marivel. They went a different route. And Marivel's people went and, kidnapped them. Oh boy, oh boy. So neither of them are good people. And we're going to use that to our advantage by getting rid of them. I'm also going to sell that one sword that we just got. Not that one, but like... Yeah, there we go. Short sword.
It's a brazen attack.
So real quick, which swords do I have? I had Adendaith. And this is... Okay, I'm going to put the rest of this into storage, just so I'm not carrying around like all the extra weaponry. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, this is me. So I'm going to store all of this, because I don't need all of this. Also don't need Zerial's armor anymore. I will, however, grab the enhancements, especially my runes. Because I do want to make my weapons better. The Sun Rune... So Yizgith Rune is the best, and then Fire Runes are the second best. And you can actually, like get more Yizgith Runes and all that, but I don't care all that much. So we're going to throw one Yizgith Rune onto the Silver Sword. And then we're going to upgrade it with my other Fire Runes. Whew! Look at that thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's gonna do tons of damage. Gonna be great. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade the, What is that? I don't know what that is. Unfortunately, we can't really upgrade the other thing. My god, I can't talk today at all. Ugh. We cannot upgrade our, Oh, wait. Where's the runes? It just disappeared. Alright. Why not? Alright, whatever. We can't upgrade the big stick. I wish we could, but we just can't. I don't entirely know either, like, now that I'm thinking about it, we don't entirely know what I need to do going into the end, like if I need to have certain swords in my inventory like I did for Witcher 1, or if I can just go. Oops.
I found the Baron's blackmailers.
And? Did Kimbold knock up a peasant girl, a healthy one at least?
Unfortunately, it's a national matter, not a personal one.
May I know its essence? As a statesman, matters pertaining to Temeria are of the utmost concern to me.
It looks like Kimbold hired this group to murder Anais and Busi.
Thank the gods they were only half successful.
This group didn't kill anyone. The convoy carrying Foltest's children changed course. It never arrived where our blackmailers were waiting.
I know the Baron. He approaches things comprehensively. He must have enlisted a second group, which accomplished the terrible deed.
Whichever way you cut it, Kimbold's a traitor, pure and simple.
Oh my, must have hit the old man pretty hard.
The Baron doesn't know yet.
What are you waiting for, Witcher? Make haste. You must deliver the evidence to the Interrex.
Actually, I was hoping you'd do that. I need to tend to some other matters.
Knowing the constable, I fear he would look upon any accusation I made with distaste. He could very well assume I was merely trying to subvert a natural rival. He might see the evidence as doubtful, even fabricated. But we cannot allow a traitor to play an important role during the summit.
Yeah, I guess we can't.
Besides, to witness the fall of the honorable Baron Kimbold, I don't know if I could bear it.
I gotta admit, Count, your clearly feigned concern for Kimbold, well, it makes me wonder.
Yes, I suppose it must. Goodbye, Witcher.
I love that we called him out at the very end. It's like, we know you're full of shit. And he's like, yeah, whatever. No, at least he's not lying to us at the end there.
You have it.
Hello? What? Oh, right. Yeah, there's a circle of strength there, randomly. Alright, Kimbold. So you can also choose to accuse Kimbold, in which case we also see another thing play out in Geralt's head.
I'm impressed by your endurance, Witcher. Rather, I would have been had anyone known what happened here.
Yep, we think better of that one.
Yes. What is it?
Nothing. I'd like to talk. Maravel's letters pretty much confirm your claim. The Count is a traitor.
What was in those letters?
That information is for Constable Natalis. State secret. I'm sure you understand, Baron.
Alright, yeah, we're not even going to tell the Baron, because the Baron is not above. Or, Baron Kimbold, rather, is not above going straight to Natalis and throwing him under the bus. But we know what happened to both of them now. We know the whole story. Let's talk to Natalis and tell him.
There's a traitor among the Temerians.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Busi and Anais.
Yes?
So we could accuse one, we could accuse the other. We're just going to accuse both of them because they're both shit, frankly.
Count Maravel outright betrayed Temeria, while Baron Kimbold planned to murder Foltest's children.
Those are serious charges.
Kimbold hired some thugs to do the wet work for him. I found them, and one's ready to testify. They never got the job done because the convoy carrying the children changed course, only to fall into an ambush set by Maravel. The Count wanted to hand Anais and Busi over to the Nilfgaardians. You'll find the proof in this letter. Busi's death was an accident.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria. I cannot arrest them both. Their contingents are among the largest in Loch Muin, and I cannot risk mutiny by their men. Thank you, Witcher. You did well to bring this matter to my attention. I only hope Baron Kimbold will agree to stand with me. So you see, Baron, I have learned all, and it makes me sick to think about it. However, you may count yourself fortunate, for we've a greater problem to deal with. You shall provide me with your full support as we arrest Count Maravel.
This plea sounds more like a threat to me, Constable.
It is no plea, it is an order, and yes, a threat. Refuse, and the Council of Regents shall receive ample evidence of your crime, of your wish to slay the children for whom our king gave his life.
What are your terms, Natalis?
Upon returning to Vizima, I shall destroy the evidence against you. Prior to that, however, I expect your unconditional support.
How can I be certain you will do as you pledge?
My word still means something, unlike yours, you lying, rotting son of a whore.
So be it. But heed this, Constable. Do not try to cross me.
So it's interesting how that pans out, right? You get the most experience for turning both of them in, but obviously only one of them gets arrested in the end, so there's still a terrible person running around. You also get a fun thing, that's the Medal of Distinguished Service to Temeria. It is the best trophy that you can get in the game, in my opinion, because it gives you much higher damage than all of them, and much higher vitality than most other trophies. If you just compare it to the others, I mean, like, for instance, this one, armor +1, vitality +1, damage into humans +1%, it's not really all that much. And the ones that are high damage, like the Wraith Trophy, damage 6, +3 damage, they're not that great. I like this one the best because it's a decent boost to vitality, although the Arrakis Trophy is a better boost to vitality, I guess, technically. You know, so is the elemental trophy. But this one also gives you that nice damage boost. But we don't care because we already have the best trophy on. Alright, so we're done with that. And now... I think at this point... we, want to go find Triss, as voted by the patrons. So we are, in fact, going to go save Triss. We are not going to save Anais. We care more about Triss than we do about the future of Temeria.
You've wasted enough of my time.
And frankly, I kind of agree. If you really think about it, let's look at all of this, like, practically. Temeria's fucked either way, to be perfectly honest. And just to give away what would happen here, because we're not going to go the route of Anais. If we were to save Anais, we have to either give Anais over to Natalis for protection or to King Radovid. Natalis very clearly, especially because there are traitors in his own camp, is not very well equipped to take care of Anais. And he's not a leader, right? He's the leader of the forces that are here, and he is an upstanding man himself, but he just doesn't have all the support that he needs to actually make Temeria whole again. If you give Anais over to Natalis, she does survive, she grows up fine, and Temeria is independent. However, it's not independent for very long, because as soon as you start Witcher 3, Temeria gets taken over by another nation anyway, so it's not really that big of a, like, thing. Frankly, I don't even want to think about what happens to Anais as an adult when Temeria gets taken over, because they might die or something else. I don't know. If you give Anais over to Radovid, well then, Redania actually does protect Anais. However, Temeria is not independent. It is a protectorate of Redania, which means that essentially Radovid takes over Temeria, but lets her rule, like, under his guiding eye. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know, but frankly, we just don't know the Redanian people all that much. But also, at the end of the day, we're a Witcher. We're not a politician. This isn't our thing to care about. Temeria, as I see it, Temeria is dead, and as much as Roach and everyone else around here doesn't like that, it's not our place to really care, frankly. So we're just gonna let it work itself out in terms of the politics. What we're gonna do is go save the woman that we've professed our love to, which I think is plenty fair. Alright, so I'm gonna make a quick save here. Let's go tell Roche that we're not joining him. Sorry, buddy.
Can we go?
Brigida Papabrock. She gave me some pretty good leads.
Tell me.
Baron Kimbold hired some thugs to murder the royal bastards.
Son of a bitch. Foltest never trusted him. Turns out he was right not to.
It was Count Maravel who kidnapped Anais. He wanted to hand both children over to the Nilfgaardians, but Busi was killed.
Damn it all. Radovid is one thing, but Nilfgaard... When I get my hands on Maravel...
You won't. I delivered the evidence against both of them to Natalis, but the constable decided to ask Kimbold for help and arrested Maravel.
Wise. There will come a time for Kimbold as well, but Maravel needed to be removed immediately. A traitor is a traitor. They should take off his head. Can we go?
So I think we tell him we're ready, and then we'll be able to get pulled away?
Deathmold is a dead man.
I'm guessing you don't have a plan.
In fact, I do. We need to kill Deathmold and rescue the royal child.
You never did like playing it by ear.
I learned from the best.
See that? Deathmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Maybe I've gone the wrong place.
We have business with Deathmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
Now!
Jesus. I'm unsure if I hit the right choice there. Thankfully, I did make that save, so I can always go back.
This is my banquet. I
But-
don't want any unwanted guests.
This seems wrong. Let me load that last save. Oops. Let me load that last save, because I think we're going to the wrong direction, wrong place. 'Cause I'm pretty sure... Maybe I have to talk to someone else? I'm gonna real quick deliver the news to him. Let him know.
Damn it! You why? They should. Can we?
He deserves to know. And then we're not gonna help him. Who do I have to talk to help Triss? Oops.
Godspeed, Witcher.
Is it you?
Gotta pay for looking too.
Who do I talk to for this? Gillard Fitz Owersterlin. Alright, we need to go to the Nilfgaardian camp. So that's... Yeah, where is the Nilfgaardian camp? I guess if I go to Fort Temeria, this will tell me the two places I can go. Well, that's Vernon Roche. Oh, okay, okay. To this direction. I was thinking for a second there, I'm like, this doesn't seem right. We are going to the very, very end of the game here, by the way. Like, we are very much nearing the end. Alright.
Look who's here. The Rivian Witcher.
Greetings.
Our paths cross often, it seems.
Too often.
What do you seek here?
Triss Marigold.
In the Nilfgaardian camp? Fistek has addled your brain.
Lower your sword, son.
You've got cheek, Geralt.
Let's go.
I love that it actually goes through the frickin' cutscenes, too.
One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave here alive.
They will if you ask them to, Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Eb Madson's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Marigold.
Then he'll die.
No, mark my words. You will. Unless...
Out of the way, all of you, or the old man dies.
Hold there!
I'm not joking.
I know. And I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him. For we shan't move one bit.
Renwald!
He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
Oh, shit.
But Ambassador Fitz-Esterlin... Your Excellency. Orders from the capital.
Well, time to kill a whole shitload of Nilfgaardians.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna Igni. And then we just go for it. Oh! Actually, real quick, we can back off just a tiny bit. There we go. Let's kill this dude real quick. He got hit. He got set on fire again. So did he. God, I love this staff. Fire and ice and ridiculousness. Alright, come on. Oh, it didn't set him on fire. God, I love this thing. Look at this insanity. God, I love this staff. I'm so glad we killed the operator. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. And we get magic finishers too. Alright, so now we're in the Nilfgaardian camp. We gotta look around a little bit. Second letter to the Emperor, huh? Ooh, a valuable figurine. That might be the first time we've seen that thing. So the second letter to His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, Emir Ver Emrys, private and confidential. Your Imperial Majesty, after visiting Foltest, may he rest in peace. As planned, I am now a guest of Henselt, who I am to present your Imperial Majesty's offer. Hadwin is a quarrelsome nation with an unreliable king and a wild nobility. Sympathies and allegiances shift time and time again. Manipulating them makes no real skill. I note that Renald Up Matson has also taken up station in the barbarous north. I would take this occasion to express my doubt that sending him was necessary. Your Imperial Majesty knows that I do not trust the man and suspect he is hiding something from me. Your Imperial Majesty's ever-faithful servant, Shallard Fitz-Arstein. Well, looks like he didn't really care too much about you, did he? Blue meteorite ore, I'll take that. I don't know why. I believe we need to go that way, but I want to check a couple of places first. Oh, right, there's like a downstairs. Okay, so they want us to go forward into there, so I want to check out everything else, because I don't think we get to come to this area, like, ever again. Oh god, I have to get up the ladder. Hello? There we go. Oh, you fucking... Bash your brains out. Oh, are there just multiple ways to get back there? Silver ring, silver ring. You guys have a lot of money, don't you? They are fairly well equipped, I suppose. Okay. So I can go that way or that way. What's in the chest? Nilfgaardian Harpy. I don't know why I'm collecting things. I don't need to make anything else at this point. Alright, I'm gonna give another save. And then... Oh, Orns. We want to leave with as many Orns as possible. What about down here? What does this lead to? That's locked. Okay. That might be the way we come out, perhaps. The hell was that? Alright, so that's locked. Ah, okay, so you have to go up here. Okay. Well, I just wanted to exhaust both ways, because I was like, you know, if they led to something more interesting, then I wanted to know, but that's not the case here, so all good. Hello. Goodbye. You have a silver ring for me too? What do they pay you in silver rings? I mean, that would actually be kind of cool. Be an interesting way to do currency, actually. Just pay people in rings. It costs a lot less metal. A lot harder to mill. Oh, there's a lot of people over there, huh? Alright, I guess I gotta jump down here. I should real quick throw up a queen.
Did you really think you could just prance in here? Make the Emperor proud! Kill him!
Yeah, I did think that. I mean, look at me. I got a big stick. I don't know how to use it. Better than I could say for you guys.
Endless.
Well, not endless. There's like, what, 20 of you? Look at how useful Queen is being. setting them on fire instantly. Yeah, that incineration bonus. Oh. Look at how useful it is. Oh man. So many rings! Did they pay them in rings? What is going on? All of them have a ring. I was making the joke, but I feel like they do get paid in rings. Well, this is gonna make me so much money. I wonder if there's any point to like bringing over money into the next game. I don't know, probably not. But damn, that'd be cool.
Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
Choose better ones.
Pick them more carefully, or train them better.
Or perhaps they were ready for any foe but you.
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
Let's just say we're close.
I knew it. You're in love with her. You wouldn't risk your neck otherwise. But you don't know everything about her.
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
Well, we know that's not actually true.
You think it impossible?
Triss was loyal to the crown.
You're a fool. That's what happens when tits take over a man's
We actually know that's straight up a lie. Sheila definitely conspired, but not all of them.
During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
Maybe now they'll start fighting like men.
Time to show you the Empire's true power. Surround him!
Oh look, there's a mage. We don't always get to fight a mage. Alright, hold on. I want to get close to you. Yeah! Kill the mage. Oh, that was cool.
Shame to the Empire. Shield bearers, forward!
Alright. And also, Renaud is now after us, so we better throw up another queen. We gotta be a little careful here. Oh, right. Yeah, it doesn't actually 100% protect us. Whew. Oh, you dang. That's not fire. Or fun. Alright, one down. Two down. Alright. Let's get you. You're the last one, buddy. Yeah. Got the counter on him. God, unfortunately, you can't counter very often with these guys for whatever reason. Oh, that was really long. What?
I failed you.
Yeah, you did. You suck, dude. We're gonna take all these silver rings. Oh, that dude didn't have a silver ring. All right, so we got another letter to read. I'll read that in just a second. I want to grab everything. Oh, the twine was from the mage, wasn't it? I want to make sure I grabbed everything from the camp because you don't actually get to come back here at all. No, I don't need anything there. I think we're supposed to go down that way. Let me do a quick save so that I don't accidentally run away from the area I need to be in. Anything over here that's useful? Not particular. I'll take the blue bean, you're right. Yeah, I don't think anything else. And this just leads back to the main area. Right, okay. So I think we've taken everything at this point. Or at least everything important, rather. Okay. Oh, there's a red meteorite ore. And that might be the first one I've seen in this playthrough. Anyways, let's read the notes that we've got. We'll save Triss. And then, honestly, the next one's going to be the last episode. Alright, so, okay. Convoy description and map. The document consists of a map upon which the route to be taken by the convoy carrying Foltest children has been marked. Attached to it is a detailed description of the convoy, including the strength and nature of the escorting forces, their colors, armaments, routines, and habits. A tavern seemingly ideal for an ambush has been marked on the map. Alongside the mark, someone has described the place as if they were less than a fortnight ago. The text appears to have been penned hastily, but in high style and on luxury paper. It is also sprinkled with hunting jargon. Yeah, okay. To His Imperial Majesty, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, Emir Van Emrys, private and confidential. Your Imperial Majesty, after visiting Foltest, may he rest in peace. As planned, I am now the guest of Henselt, who I am to present your Majesty's offer. Caedwyn is a quarrelsome nation with an unreliable king and a wild nobility. Sympathies in... Oh, okay, we already read that one. This is the next one. I agreed with the conclusions of your reports. Fitz Ulsterlin has failed, and we cannot allow his ineptitude to foil my plans. I shall hereby authorize you to resolve this problem by any means you deem fit, should the need arise. As your Imperial Majesty foresaw, my negotiations with Henselt proved an uphill battle. He rejected your Imperial Majesty's proposition. Furthermore, I believe the so-called Lodge will soon cease to serve our aims. For now, the headstrong sorceresses are mitigated by the actions of Witcher Geralt, but in my opinion, he knows too much already and will need to be eliminated soon. Upon the conclusion of the summit in Loch Muin, I will immediately inform your Imperial Majesty of the summit's results and the circumstances of the Witcher's death. Your Imperial Majesty's ever faithful servant, Shillard Fitz Orstein. They were planning on killing us anyway. We just, got to them first. Haha. Alright. We're going down here. There she is. Hey, Triss. Doing okay? Probably not, I guess.
Geralt? Oh.
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
When I left Flotsam with Vernon, I somehow doubted I'd find you so soon.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
The Lodge didn't help you?
Ask your friends from the Lodge for help.
How do you know of the Lodge?
I just do. Listen, Triss, to come here for you, I had to split up with Vernon. Temeria is in danger of disintegrating.
Are you sorry you chose to come here?
No, I'm not. But freeing you from Shillard's grasp was not my only reason for coming here. I need you to explain your role in this mess. And to explain why you lied to me.
That's not true.
I know about the Lodge. I know the Lodge was behind Demavend's assassination. I know Triss Marigold is a member of the Lodge.
It's not like that.
Show me the error in my reasoning.
True.
Oof.
I'm a member of the Lodge. Just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that...
Tell me.
I was close to you. If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
We're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise. but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thanad massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time. When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings. She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
That's, not great.
No wonder the kings are opposing the sorceresses. Nobody likes a schemer.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend, and Stennis.
Demavend hated mages.
No more than Henselt or Radovid. Sheila and Philippa saw Demavend as the weakest ruler. His son, Stennis, blows hot and cold. Plus, he who controls the Pontar Valley controls the north. So it was in Edirn that a popular rebel emerged, preaching the idea of a new state. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demavend. That was the last time I was invited. After Demavend's death, I became suspicious, but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorveth and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Huh. Why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to, but we never met after that. Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Did you talk to him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demavend. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila helped them prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything. I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Edirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman at Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells. I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken. It's even worse when you return to your true form. In any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Loch Muin. Asira decompressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me quartered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
Alright, we need to ask more questions.
Did Saskia know the Lodge's plans?
She didn't even know the Lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state in the Pontar Valley, no strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought it. Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Okay.
Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demavend's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
That would be stupid. Killing Demavend was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley. People would forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest, and Sheila was working with Letho.
Okay.
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster and earn a few orens.
You're right, of course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from Yorveth?
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do, given that a war with Henselt was practically inevitable.
Alright.
That'll have to do for now.
We'll learn more at the talks.
You're going to attend?
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanad massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how it worked.
That means...
We'll talk about my memory later.
All right. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it. Normalizing relations between the rulers and the mages who advise them is our only chance for peace.
And our only chance to dismantle the Lodge.
The Lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassinations, they'll start a witch hunt. We can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their schemes.
Let's go then.
All right, so we are going to go lead her out of the camp and attend the meeting. I have 2 more things that we need to vote on. We'll vote on both of them because I think they're both going to happen relatively quickly after we, in the next episode, and we'll probably finish out the game next time. So the 2 big questions that we ask is, there's one specific thing that's going to happen with Sheila that I know about, and we have to decide how to deal with it. It doesn't super affect the story going forward, but it's something interesting that we need to think about. And I'll put all the relevant information in the actual poll that I put up because it has to do with some spoilery stuff, and I'll just leave that there. The other thing that we have to vote on is we're gonna eventually see Letho, and we're gonna have a confrontation with him. What do we do about Letho? Do we kill him or not? I'll let you guys decide. At least the patrons on Patreon will get to decide with a poll that votes what we do. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.